Hey guys, this is dangerous. I have a mic right now. um, I have been getting into producing, as one does, because I'm going to Nashville and I need to learn how to do it. I mean, they'll teach me, but I would love to be ahead of the game. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. So I have a mic now, which is really dangerous. And I also have an hour and a half before my next appointment that I need to be at. So, anyway. Also, I can't hear, how the audio is coming out because I have headphones attached to it. And I'm not going to, wear headphones right now. So, hopefully it's okay. Hopefully I'm not, blasting. If so, I'm very sorry. Anyway. So, I had this topic in mind. And I'm really glad I get to talk about this topic because I'm no longer in the midst of it. So I have a different perspective on it. Let me explain. So for a good honestly this entire year, this quote has been coming up on my Pinterest, on all applications, and also in real life. I feel like people have said it, or I've said it, and I'm just what is going on? And I love it, so I want to talk about this quote. It's actually not a quote. It is a quote, but it's stupid. It's simple, I guess, not stupid. It is just let go or be dragged. Moment of silence, just period, okay? Let go or be dragged. It's not that profound, but to me, it is. Because let me explain. Okay. I am a very nostalgic person. I have so many random keepsakes from random days in my life that maybe this one day I was at this party, I got this bracelet, and I was with this person, so I hold on to the bracelet because I'm well, I love them, and that was a good day, or I had fun, or I want to remember them, or just, I mean, the obvious thing is keeping cards and letters. Anyway, with that being said, also I feel can I just say something quick? As someone who is I'm a creative, I write music, I would love to do it as a job, but when I write, most of the time I'm writing about something that has happened to me. I don't usually write about the future or what I think the future, well, kind of, but a lot of writing in general, whether it's physical, writing a paper or writing a story or writing music, you're going back. Your job is almost to go back and make art out of a situation. But in order to do that, you're almost living in the past. And I don't want to get stuck in this place where I'm writing about situations or certain people that I don't exist anymore. Because here's the thing, the past doesn't exist. Where is it? Show me it. You can't, because it's not here. It's gone. So to live in the past is a very dangerous thing. And I will say that was something I struggled with for a very long time. And do I still struggle with it? Yes, but not even close to what I used to. Anyway, also I just went to one of my favorite cafes. My two best friends were working. They made my drink so well. It was so sweet. I love my friends. Anyway. If in case you're wondering, it's a mango peach refresher with green tea. I get green tea as the base. It's fire. Anyway, what was I saying? So I had this memory pop up this week, and reflecting, I was just dang, this is crazy. So just over a year ago, I met this girl, and we really connected. I met her through the drive-thru, and we became friends. And actually, yeah. So this was the first time we'd ever hung out outside of seeing her through the drive-thru window. And so we were trying to get to know each other and do icebreakers, but here's the thing, like, I, like, not that I don't care what your favorite color is, like, trust me, I do, but I want to know, like, your soul in depth, okay? Like, I'm not afraid of, like, emotional intimacy. And so we were asking, like, first time meeting each other, we were just like, well, what's, like, the biggest thing you struggle with? Or we were just talking about, like, struggles or something. And I will say, like, I don't have, like crazy monumental struggles. Like, and so I'm like, well, what? Me sitting there, what are my struggles? No, honestly, I'm one of those people that if you ask me, like, anything, like, oh, what's your favorite restaurant? I don't know, blank, dead. Like, my brain cell's gone. So she was like, well, we're, like, discussing struggles. Anyway, the thing I said that was my struggle in that moment was letting go. But specifically in that moment, I said, there's this one friend group that we used to be really close, and, you know, as a friend group does, it blew up. And I mean, the lore is insane. I can't drop it, but tea. Okay, let me tell you, tea. Like, actually, I wish I could share because it's actually insane. Anyway, the friend group blew up, and I mean, like, this friend group was also, like, it wasn't, I mean, I don't know, I don't have to explain friend groups. Like, it had been, like, my middle school and high school friend group and my best friends, and they really hurt me on multiple occasions, and there was betrayal, there was, you know, so, and also, like, I think it also hurt because it, like, wasn't a girls' friend group. Like, I think me and my sister were, like, the only girls in the friend group. So, like, I don't know, with girls, like, you kind of expect there to be drama. Not saying, like, there typically isn't with guys, but, like, there's, like, just, like, astigmatism, like, around guys that, like, they don't, like, have that much drama. That was wrong. This friend group was the most drama. Anyway, I was expressing to her how I could not let this friend group go. Not that I couldn't, but it was, like, on the off moments where I'm not, like, you know, focusing on something, my mind, like, drifts to them, and I'm like, well, this happened, and I can't let this betrayal go, or this person hurt me, or I'm stuck writing songs about this situation, or I'm thinking about how now they're, like, with them, or, you know, like, things like that. And it was, like, a real problem for me. And so I remember, like, having that conversation and, like, leaving the hangout. Like, it was a great hangout, but then I remember leaving because I think I left shortly after that, and I was just like, am I ever gonna be able to let this go? Like, is there even, like, a point in my life where I don't think about these people, or, like, don't hurt, or, like, don't have bitterness towards them or resentment? And yeah, that's how I left the hangout. Now, a little over a year later, I remembered that conversation because I was thinking about letting go. And I sit here now and I'm like, wow. Like, I'm so thankful for the grace of God and my ability to adapt and, like, neuroplasticity and everything, that I can, like, develop new brain patterns and, like, everything like that, because not that I don't think about these people, I do, and, like, pretty often, but I really don't have resentment, and it's not, like, the initial thing my brain goes to, and I, like, have fully let it go. Now, are there days where I'm like, dang, like, and let me tell you something, the betrayal was objective, okay? It was not like, maybe they're not in the wrong. No, like, sorry, this sounds like me just being like, I'm right, everything I think is right, and the way I do everything is right. That's not, don't think that. But if I were to tell the story, like, also they knew. So it was one of those things where it's like, everyone around them, including themselves, knew, like, the betrayal was wrong. And it wasn't even just one occasion, it was multiple. So that was, like, hard to let go. And now I'm just like, I fully let it go. And it's only been a year. I am someone who firmly believes the more time and distance you have between an experience, a person, or whatever, the better. Because time and distance create such it brings such clarity. Like, are you confused? Give it time and distance, and you will have, like, not that, like, everything is revealed in time and distance. Sorry, there's, like, an airplane. I don't know if you can hear it. But a lot is, and actions are revealed, and thoughts and words spoken are either more powerful or less powerful, or, you know, like, it's just, like, I really think space is so necessary and beautiful. Like, as much as space, like, a lot of times space hurts with things, it is, like, a really powerful thing. And it's funny because time and distance a lot of the time mean doing nothing, saying nothing, acting nothing. Like, I don't think there's been a season of life where, like, time and distance meant, I mean, that, like, obviously it means, like, whether it's, like, no contact or just, like, time and space, like, it like, doing nothing creates everything. That doesn't make sense. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. I have also seen the consequences of not letting go, whether it's through myself or through other people. Specifically, someone I'm really close to has, like, specifically with this one thing in their life, they cannot, like, let it go. And I actively, like, to this day, to this hour, I see it dragging them. And that's the harsh reality of not letting go, of not being detached, is like, you will be absolutely dragged through the mud with something that you do not detach from or let go. And the funny thing is, it doesn't have to be, like, an active thing that's going on. It could have happened, like, years ago, and it's still dragging you. Like, isn't that kind of funny? Like, that's really interesting, is, like, this thing doesn't have to be in motion for it to absolutely be, like, dragging you. And one thing that has, like, an image that has, like, popped in my mind when, like, I struggle with letting go is, like, I'm just holding on for dear life till, like, my knuckles turn white. Like, I just have this, like, picture of, like, my knuckles, like, turning white, or, like, someone else. Like, when you hold on, honestly, like, not, like, I don't want to say nothing good comes from it, because, like, there's always a silver lining. But I also think the silver lining doesn't disqualify that something should not have happened at all. I don't think the silver lining is an excuse for actions or words said or thoughts and ideas, or, you know what I mean? Like, yes, you can make everything for your good, but that doesn't mean, like, it should have happened in the first place. That's a whole other thing. But I have seriously prayed for a while that I would be detached from certain people, outcomes, circumstances. And it's hard because I've had it both ways. I've been, like, unhealthily detached, where, like, you almost become numb and you're not, like, living or experiencing your life. You're just, like, you don't want to hurt, which is, like, not, when I say, like, be detached, I don't mean in some extreme way, because I've done that. I feel like everyone's done that at one point, where you're so detached, you're not even there. You just don't feel the consequences. And that's not healthy, because we were made to, like, feel emotions. You know, if you avoid being sad, or, like, just anything, if you avoid, like, feelings at all, like, it's not healthy. However, there is a line where you can be detached from outcomes. And I think it goes into having even if faith. Like, even if it goes one way or the exact opposite, I will still be okay, and I will still believe that God is a good God. I was going to say something, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, one thing, if I was to give, like, any tips on how to let go, because it's like, well, it's really easy to say. Let me tell you, I would not be where I am or have let go the things I've had to let go if it wasn't for prayer and the absolute mercy and grace of Jesus Christ. And I don't say that as, like, I'm just saying it. Like, I fully mean that with my entire soul. The things I have prayed, like, Lord, like, help me just let it go. help me let it go. As someone who holds on for dear life, like, it's almost like surreal that I've let things go, because like that's just not in my typical character. Like, my flesh like wants to hold on. And the biggest thing with that is I tend to realize the reason, like if I dig deep into like why am I holding on? It's not just because this happened. There's something underlying that, you know? So if I dig deep, it's usually, not always, but typically because of bitterness. Whether like you want to admit it or not, a lot of the times you're holding on because of bitterness. And here's the thing. I find that going to the root cause, like, let's say like someone, I don't know, like something happened, but they didn't necessarily like betray you. It wasn't like this big stab in the back, like, but you still can't let it go. I don't care. I will literally be like, Lord, like, help me forgive them. Like, I free you. You're done. Like, I fully forgive you. Like, and even if like, again, like in the circumstance that they didn't like do anything like to betray you, praying about forgiveness, and all of a sudden I have this peace, and I'm like, wait, it doesn't actually bother me. Like, the situation's done and over with. What is that, bro? Like, I don't even realize I'm holding on to bitterness until like I actively forgive them. And then I'm like, wait, but I feel so much lighter. But wait, this isn't bothering me anymore. It's insane. So I think like actively praying to forgive people, because forgiveness is so powerful. We don't realize the wars that are going on that like we don't see. And I think in that sense, in like the spiritual realm, like ignorance is bliss, honestly, because I can't imagine like seeing the things in this like spiritual realm. So like bitterness is like one of the top things the enemy uses, whether it's like to not communicate, to hold grudges, or anything. I also like saw this quote, or I was watching this video, and it was like, we need to embody water, because like water just flows. Like, it's not worrying about like where it's going next, or it just goes with the flow, but like it is the flow. And also like water isn't a being. So I get what it's saying, and whoa. Can you tell I've had like 400 milligrams of caffeine today? Yeah. I've had like 2 coffees and an energy drink. But it's fine. Yeah, so like I understand the water thing, the concept, but like it also like isn't a good analogy. It's kind of a fallacy. It's like false analogy, but it's fine. Unless I'm wrong, prove me right. I hope this mic is working also. Anyway. Oh, wait. I just wrote something down. Give me 1 second. I just wrote something down. Let me see what it was. Oh. The best thing you can do for yourself is to hold it, whether it's a person, an experience, a circumstance, getting the job or not, getting the relationship or not, I don't know, buying the house or not. The best thing you can do is to hold something lovingly but loosely. And I firmly believe that, because I believe like, or I know, we come into this world with nothing. We will leave with nothing. So anything you gain or lose in this life, not that it shouldn't affect you, but you have to have an understanding of whether I have this thing or not, whether I am with this person or not. That's not what my life should be based on. My emotions. And like, that's difficult, because I get thinking like about Job. Like, if I had nothing, like absolutely nothing, who would I be? What would I be like? Would I still be praising God? It's easy to say, Lord, like I would praise you no matter what. But to actually live that and endure that, I can't just say like I would. Like, I want to say I would, but like you don't know till you know. And so to hold everything loosely, again, like it's the thing where like, don't hold on to your knuckles turn white. Like, don't hold on. And there have been certain people in my life that I have wanted to do anything but let go. Like, honestly, there's been like multiple people in my life. I have been blessed with knowing like such lovely people. And the worst part is like, and sometimes they're the biggest blessing. like, there's this one person I'm thinking about specifically. They were nothing but absolutely a godsend to me. Like, I know for a fact God put them in my life. And so when I had to let them go, like, and it was for no reason, like, there was no they're bad for you, there was no there's like a betrayal, there was no like I have to move on. It was simply because like time and like space or whatever in season of life, I had to let this person go. And I still like if I think about this person too much, I feel so much grief because I have nothing but absolute like admiration and love for this person. What the heck? Some people are just crazy. I don't know what that was. Anyway. But I've had to let it go. And that is difficult. Like, that is one of the hardest things. It's honestly, sometimes it's easier to let something go that has, like, let someone go that has betrayed you or hurt you or obviously does not align with God, because it's like, well, I know I need to. I know. And I need, like, but, like, otherwise, like, this and this other circumstance where, like, they did nothing, but I have to let go. That's a tough pill to swallow. Anyway, I guess all this to say, I have been on both sides of the spectrum where I have not let go, and it has dragged me through the mud. I also think if you don't let go, you're going to experience emotions you do not need to be experiencing at all. Like, for example, in a breakup, someone I know is going through the breakup or on the other side of a breakup, and they're not like it's just like every post I see them liking is just discouragement and sadness and mourning. And not that there isn't a time and place to mourn, that's not what I'm saying. However, it has been it's been a while, and it's like you aren't allowing yourself to move on. Like, at this point, you're keeping yourself caged into the grief, which is not how it's like. My life isn't mine to live, and you just like, it is so, let me tell you, it is so freeing to realize that if your goal in life is to experience and not attach yourself to certain things or people or outcomes or a job or a certain financial goal or a certain like sport goal, your life is so much more enjoyable, and it's easier to enjoy the downs as well. Yeah. Little life update, because why not? I'm in this like really niche season of life. It's only gonna last like 3 more weeks before I move, and I'm not like moving for that long, just like 1 semester, but I've been enjoying life so much. And I've like, speaking of letting go, I had to let go of something really big in my life this past year. Or like before the new year, I had to let something go. And it's really hard. And I'm like, sometimes I still like, maybe for like the past 2 months I haven't struggled with it. But for a while I was. And then I've realized like, it's actually crazy. The opportunities God has brought like into my lap, like they just literally fell into my lap. Wait, it's crazy that a plane is flying over me right now, because it actually, like, this one opportunity I'm thinking of specifically came to me when I was flying home for New York City. So, whoa, I just hit myself. That's kind of cool. Anyway, that all to say, some really cool things have been happening to me, and like opportunities and friends. Like, I have met so many new people in my life, or just like in this area, and I'm like, wait, why am I moving now, bro? Like, anyway, all that to say, I've come to the realization or the idea or thought that I don't know or think that these opportunities or these friends or half the things that I've experienced this year would have come to me or happened to me if I did not let this thing go. Which is like really hard, because it's been really hard to let it go, but also I think not a reward, but the outcome of me letting this thing go was a breakthrough. Like, socially, like in like relationship wise, opportunity wise, job wise. I want to say financially, but like I don't know. Also emotionally, you don't realize how stuck you are until you let that thing go. And then you're free and you're like, wait, if I knew this is how it felt the entire time, I don't think I would have stayed. Anyway, now I'm just swallowing hard pills because it's like, wait, maybe I shouldn't have been in this place in the beginning. Which is hard. Honestly, letting go, like, that's one of the hardest things is like, you want your life to align as much as like with like what God wants, and then to like step back and realize like, oh, like maybe I didn't ask God about this before I did it, or maybe I shouldn't have been in the situation. And again, like God uses everything for your good, or for his good, and he will bless things. But should it have happened? And that's what I'm struggling with right now. Or not struggling with, just like processing. Like, anyway, that's a little personal, but yeah, life has been really good, and I'm really happy with the things, and my life is about to change because I'm going to Nashville, and I'm so excited. I've been texting with my roommates today, and they seem really nice, and I'm just excited. Like I'm in this like weird season where I have no idea where my life is going. Great, I know, and I'm someone like I need a plan. I need a plan so I can set goals, so I can achieve things, so I can be successful. Currently, God is like, no, you're not going to know what you're doing in 6 months, which is really scary for me, especially financially, because, like, am I going to be homeless? No, I'm kidding. I'm not. Like, don't listen to me. But yeah, that's like a whole other trusting in God that's really scary, and it makes me actually want to, like, tweak out because I don't know what's gonna happen with my life, but I also have no doubt that I'm gonna be successful and I'm going to enjoy my life, because if I'm not, here's a fun fact about me. I keep hitting myself with this mic. I'm not good with the mic. If I'm not enjoying my life, or there's like, I'm not gonna like sit in that. Heck no, because I'm my biggest advocate, so I'm going to do whatever I can, like whether it's quit the job or get them out of my life, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the store and I'm gonna look for this one record. Yeah. Do you guys actually want to know what the record is? I feel like you do. I can tell you're wondering. It is, wait, I hope they have it. It's currently, I'm looking, my stupid computer. Actually, no, it's not stupid. I actually love it, but it keeps going black. It's July 19th, and I'm looking for the, wait, what is it called? Actually, I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know what it's called. I know the songs, but, there we go. Hang on. The College Dropout. That's what I thought it was, and then I didn't want to say it. Hopefully they have it. Anyway, this is like really awkward now. I want to end this. I want to like delete the whole thing, but it's fine. I love to document my life so much, because now I have like journals and planners and everything from when I was like 12 or like 11. Let me tell you, I journaled all of quarantine and COVID. Like, the things that went through my mind are absurd, but at the same time, I'm like, I love to look through it. I love to look through like what my goals were and if they still align and how I've changed and adapted and grown. So I constantly record videos of for myself, to also like the lore that happens in my life. I need to keep track, because the details, I will forget it all. So I feel like when I post this, like I can post it because I didn't drop like insane lore, which is really hard to keep. I love sharing things. I don't like gossip. Like, that's not what it is, but I just love talking, honestly. Anyway, I hope you experience God's peace and love and joy today, and that you would learn to let go and detach in a healthy way, in a healthy manner, and that you would rebuke all the bitterness and, I don't know, the grudges that you may be holding, or that if you think you're not holding grudges, to look deeper, to investigate your mind. And I believe you can conquer everything through God's mercy and grace. So, anyway, I'm going to go into the store. Wish Me Luck for Finding the College Dropout by Kanye. That's so performative, bro. Here's the thing. Me and my friends, like, a lot of my friends, like, we love, like, Jeff Buckley and all these things. And it's, like, viewed as performative. But every time, like, my one friend, every time we go into a store that has records and there's Jeff Buckley, she's like, I want to get it so bad, but if I carry this out of here, I will feel so performative. And I'm like, I'll carry it for you, because here's the thing. This is what I firmly believe. And also, I don't care about being judged. No offense, but any way you judge me, I do not care. So, anyway, I always say, like, it's not performative if you genuinely like it. So, I love Kanye. Bro, this guy's, like, looking at me. Anyway, I love Kanye and I'm not ashamed. Anyway, that felt performative. Anyway, okay, I'm actually gonna go because this is actually so long. Okay, bye. Oh, I didn't even press end. That's so embarrassing. Okay. I feel weird ending this. Okay, bye.